Hi everyone, welcome to join the Why Bother Playing Sims 4. Let's play Generations in The Sims Medieval. My name is Gamey Latte. I'm not a professional video maker, but I'm a quite experienced Sims player. I began to play Sims 2 at my age of 14, and I do generation challenges in The Sims 2, and I also do generation challenges and renovation of buildings in The Sims 3. I also play The Sims 4 for quite a long while and do lots of household renovation. But that's not what my focus point today. Today, I'm going to introduce to you guys a different game, a different The Sims game. This game is called The Sims Medieval. So, as you can see here, we are in the loading screen now. Um, the Sims Medieval is a quite old game actually. It was released, I believe, on 2011, probably. It's earlier than The Sims 3. Um, it's also a quite different game than other Sims games too, because we usually play the Sims game because it's a freestyle and sand played game, but this one is more like an RPG one. Some of you may already notice that I have master controller installed in this game, but since we are going to play Generation Challenge, I'm not going to use that one. So we are now in the game main menu right now. So as I said before, The Sims Medieval is not quite same with the other Sims game. It's more like an RPG game. Is because as you can see now, the game need you to choose a goal to achieve. So each plate in here represent an ultimate goal you have to achieve through a gameplay. So you have to achieve that through a champion or two champions you selected during the game. They have selected careers, so which limited their behaviors and daily activities. But it's a really fun game. It's got this beautiful graphic and decent music. You guys can see that. And the team apparently did a wonderful research about medieval time. I didn't expect that, but it also have this magic and fantasy elements in there, but they blended just right. This game, some people say that it's a test version of The Sims 3 because it shares some similar gameplay and an rather open world. But I would say that word is half right and half not right, and we are going to see that in the later gameplay. And I believe this game is much better than The Sims 4 because it has just much more playable elements in there, lots of potentials, and you guys can see in the later videos. So the plan is that I'm going to play the generation challenges in this game. I believe there's no one ever actually did in this game. So most of the Simmer knows, but I still want to talk a little more about the generation challenge. So the generation challenge is basically about you have one sim and purchase the biggest empty land in the neighborhood, and with only 500 cinnamon to begin. The person need to live there and begin to develop a huge family, 10 generations based on that land, which is going to be perfect in this game only because this game required you to build up a kingdom on scratch. So how wonderful this is. Instead of to have an empty land, now you got a kingdom, and to build up, to have everything. So my plan is I said we need champions. So we are going to build this kingdom to finish all those plays by generations. Like our first step is just going to have buildings. All the buildings we are going to have very limited furnishings because we have no money. And then we are going to challenge to have in different aspect of the kingdom to increase the security, to increase the culture, to increase happiness, intelligence, and we are going to ultimately conquer other kingdoms to rule them. And we are going to have all the characters to have the best legendary trees. And we are going to be filthy rich and to decorate everything in our room. And we are going to end the wars between Jews and Paris, of course, maybe after 7-8 generations. But there's just a lot to dig from this, trust me. So how about we just begin? Let me see. Oh my gosh. So as you can see, as this game is quite old, some of my saving is even tracked to the very beginning. It's on the 2011. Oh my gosh, like this one. So I'm not going to use my old file. I'm just going to have the new file. Oh, by the way, in this game, once when you finish a kingdom, you have to abort it the old kingdom and move to new kingdom to finish another goal. So because we are playing generation and it's like more like a continued thing, I'm not going to break up my kingdom into several kingdoms. So I'm going to have to use a tricky way to move my old kingdom into the new kingdom. But except that, I'm not going to use any cheat, trust me. Okay, so the new game. Yeah, this is like my first time trying to make the video because I know like when you play along the things you are really focused. But it's not a bad thing, like trying to talk with other people, especially I noticed like this game haven't been played by many people for a while. So at the first, when you create your kingdom, of course you have to give a name to your kingdom. As I said before, I've been playing generations on The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 actually just began on The Sims 4, then I got bored. So I already have a same family in my years of game playing, so I'm just give that name to the kingdom. We are going to have the Dukedom of Farqueen. Yeah, that's a funny name. It's about a queen. She's too pride and she's got this temper spoiled. You know, from princess to become a queen, finally have her country, but she went too far and she got thrown out from her throne room. So now she's expelled into a new land. She's a far queen, so she named this land Farqueen, or other people call this land Farqueen. But now she's the ruler of the new dukedom. For a game player, when you choose a new kingdom, first thing you are going to have different options to furnish your castle. So this one is called Lair of Dark Sorcery. As name is for wizard, and this one is called Barbarian Stronghold. It looks like for Spartan people. And this one is called Princess Dream Castle. It looks all the purple and pink. And this one is traditional. I guess it's just everything meets in the middle, nothing special. We are going to have our new kingdom, so I'm not going to choose any of the style. But let me know if you guys have interest to look at what their pre-designed style is. But we are just going to have, if we choose unfurnished, we are going to start by 12,500 instead of 1,000. That may be better, actually, or maybe worse. Let's see. The Dukedom of Farqueen is establishing. I always feel like they make this so beautiful, so elegant, so medieval. Of course, we are now in our dukedom. This is our castle. It's a small castle, right? But don't worry, it's only because we haven't have everything built up. You can see this is our land. It's worked quite in the same way as in the Sim 3. In the town mode, you can see everything. So basically, on our land, we have nothing right now. I think except the judgment dome, and the town square. It's just nothing. We have nothing. And everything we need to build up, isn't this so perfect for the generations? Trust me, it's going to be thrilling. Throne room needs a new monarch. That's what I said before. So the champion, you totally have 10 person you can choose to play with. So each different person is going to occupy a career. So back in medieval time, people actually have to inherit their parents' work. They have no other rights to choose. Like a baker's son is going to be a baker. Farmer's son is going to be a farmer. Knight's son is going to be a knight. So they made this perfectly like that. We are going to have 10 different occupant people to work through this kingdom to build up. First thing, we are going to need a monarch to rule everything. So the throne room is the nerve center of the royal palace and hub of activity for running the day-to-day operations of the kingdom. We are going to be the king or queen. In our case, it's a dukedom, so we are going to be the duke or duchess. So I'm just going to give a brief introduction about how this thing is going to work. First thing, except we need a monarch, we got 4 different aspects of the kingdom. So this generation is no longer just about ourselves, but also about other people, your people. So first thing is well-being. So well-being is related to how happy you feel and how healthy you are. So we are neutral at the beginning. So we got the infected sames around the kingdom. People will catch cold time by time. And the security we are also neutral, which means we could sometimes got bandits and sometimes we got burglary. And we also have the culture in neutral state. We have no culture basically at all. And we also have our knowledge in the neutral state. When you just start, you have no knowledge, of course. And this one means the goal we are going to achieve. We need to place 13 buildings in total in this one kingdom when we finish all our quests. And talking about the quest, I'm going to talk about later because it's great right now. We just need a new king. Let's see. So when you're trying to build up a new character, they always give you a choice to randomly select it. And this one was, as I said, I played this game before. So I have this, when one kingdom is finished their goal, you have the choice to let your king sailing away for a new land. That's my old king. So I'm not going to play him. So let's see the random first. Elliot, Armstead. They already have 3 trees. Like in the Sims, you already got 5. as default. So we got 3 as default right now. They by 2 normal trees and 1 negative. Have to be negative. We call the fatal trait in this one. It could be fatal sometime. So the trees are very important for the gameplay because you need the person to finish a series of tasks related to his occupation. Um, let's check on that. Call of the Sea. Your sim can use the ship to go fishing. Fishing is not bad. Your sim will be more focused after traveling on the ship. Hmm. As a king, I don't know, like if there's too many time for you traveling on the ship, and it may bring negative moodlet buff, debuff, when you're not traveling. So we have to be very cautious about this. Eloquent. Your sim have actual social options when conversing with other sims that can greatly improve relationships. Hmm. That could be useful. Punny. Your sim often gets sore when using high impact objects, lowering their mood. That's no good for Monarch. Because Monarch usually means you need to fight, sometimes like dueling, sword fight. If that means you're definitely going to get a negative mood, like no matter if you win or lose. So yeah, I'm just going to skip that one. It's not suitable for a king. Elizabeth's mooring. It does sound like a queen, but uncapped. I don't know. Doesn't doesn't need a bed to get a good night's sleep. That's good. Sleep pretty much anywhere. That's good. But um, your sim will be in a better mood the longer they go without washing or bathing. Maybe saving some money, but it's filthy. I mean, maybe back in medieval, being filthy is a normal thing, but you are queen. Um, the sim can eat spoiled food and actually finds it's quite delicious. I have to say this is a very economic choice, but I have to say economic is not related to or cream. Greedy will be in good mood after making decent amount of money, can borrow money from other sims and not have to pay them back. That sounds great. Weak constitution. Oh my god, that's not good. It will randomly pop out some debuff of sickness, and it's going to be disgusting while bad because sometimes it could be fatal. The illness could be fatal while we still don't have our doctor yet, remember? So we are just going to create our own. So as most of the same game, you got what you have as characterization. Uh, you got to choose your name, outfit, and you got to choose your hair and face, makeup. It got quite a decent amount for this game as default set, and the most interesting part for this game is that you could choose your character's clothes based on which occupation they are at. So this one is for Monarch. They will only have the choice from the Monarch's clothes. And if you choose Doctor, you can select from Doctor. And if you're a monk, you choose from monk. But that will ensure you get what you should have for your social status, because in medieval times, social status is stable, solid, and which mean a lot for a person's life. It's not going to change randomly. So let's see. I don't know. I'm not quite. That's not what I imagined. So since we are going to have the first generation to begin with, I think I got some right to choose something for our first generation. Um, Including how it's going to look like and what her treat is going to be. But from the second generation to 10th, is going to be pure random, or if the Sims really got the genetic thing working. we hope on the generic thing working, but let's choose for the first. We just a random. How this look? I don't know. I feel I'm not quite into her nose, but she looks like. Oh, the chin. Oh God, she looks like a teacher. Well, at least to one of my teacher. Mm. Yeah, sometimes you got lucky, sometimes you don't. It's really hard to tell. But you can have the general idea of how they think work. I guess. Ah, my cat is meowing. She's not happy. Oh, this looks. Does she looks like a spoiled queen to you? She looks serious, but not very spoiled, right? I'm tired of this random thing. I'm just going to choose from here for my queen. She looks spoiled. Oh God. Yeah, that's my old record. I even don't remember who she is. But I guess I'll choose from her or her. Who looks more spoiled? She, right? Even though I really like her. Yeah, I'll go this one. Yeah, she look. As I said, they are all old. I don't remember who they are. Oh, Morrigan Flemeth. Now I remember. Yeah, I used to put the Dragon Age Inquisition here, so she's Morrigan. Oh my god. Now I become not sure if I want Morrigan to be my spoiled queen. If you guys don't know about the Dragon Age Inquisition, I strongly recommended you guys to do a search. But Morrigan Flemeth is wow, she's gorgeous. So I'll use this one. Silencia. Okay. Silencia is one of the name I used. But she's not the first generation, so I'm going. That's why she feels like something but not the one I'm looking for because she's a younger, she's a daughter. But I guess I don't want to waste too much time on customization, so I'm going to jump over this one. And I really have no plan to use Morrigan. She's too cute for this. So in my story, our first generation queen already got her name, Xelluno. Xelluno is going to have her name, Flowering, as her family name. Don't ask me why. Ask the 14 years old me why you have the name like that. But yeah, I'm going to have this. And as you can see, you can choose between gender. I always go female at the first generation. And I remember the principal said you should go female, but I always think a family should build up on the female. Yes, you can choose a voice. I just feel like she's more deeper side.
Minusen Kopethka Flinej Ifyiba Momin Vinval Disabra Quimse Grelish Prach Sidaya Blashev Noshim Pinoric.
I'll choose this one. I know it's too gentle for me, but yeah, there's only 4 choice. What do you expect? Skin tone. I mean, usually back in medieval time, nobles usually have more pale skin because they stay inside more than peasants. So a pale skin means that you have royal blood or highborn stuff. I'm trying to make this generation more close to the real medieval because we are playing medieval. If we are not getting close, why playing this, right? But I'm really not into this. I mean, maybe she should be this. Ugh. But like this is like ghost. Yeah, I guess I'll go this one. Yeah, but a crane, she need to be little bit stronger because she need to waving the sword, have the sword fight, and she's not that thing. Yeah, and trees. As I said before, trees work basically at the same three. They give you the moodlet, um, positive moodlet or negative moodlet, which is going to be a very important point when you're finishing the task. So we have to be careful choose there. I've been introduced some of the trees to you when we have the random things to choose, but now I'm just to give you some brief introduction. I'm not going to read through all of them, but brief introduction about how I know they work and why should we choose it and why we should avoid it in monarch situation. So adventures is just to give you a buff when you went out hunting. So this could be benefit for monarch, especially when you just begin. When you do the test, there's always light you hunting, and when you hunting, you get meat for meal. Um, but it could also be risky because when you first begin, you have no technique to fight, you have no armor, no sword, just so weak, so easily to get hurt. And when you get hurt, it's got a very bad mullet. You already lost a very long time to heal. The negative buff is always there. So I usually don't go that first. Call of the Sea, as I said, you're not going to traveling too much. Chivalrous is not that bad, but it's have this buff. You always want to give away something. We are poor right now. Come on. So and it's not really attached to her character. As I said, she's pride. She's spoiled. She's cast her wishes on everyone. She's not that good. Creative cook could make your food better, but I just can't see it in the monarch. Dedicated. Someone would argue this is a good one because it could give you another daily task, which makes you make more money, but it could also makes you waste too much time on your daily task and you forgot to do on the main task. It could be dangerous, and some daily task is really hard to finish. So I'm not recommend this at the very beginning. Earthy. It's good for being outside. Eloquent. It could be benefit for monarch and could be used on her, but let's wait. Entitled. Yeah, she's spoiled. So entitled means that, as I say, they're above the rest and don't waste their time with the mundane things in life. It could be negative, but that's her character. Evil. As the evil in all the Sims game, they feel happy when mischief happened, be mean to other people, except excited. Excitable. Like my cat, she's very excited right now. Friendly. She's not friendly. But yeah, it's like a social bath. Give you positive buzz when you buff when you socializing with other people. Fun loving, enjoying fun. She could be that. Although some might call them immature, she's immature. That could be good one, but let's see. Good, she's not good. I mean, good one in this game is literally giving out your money. Charitable. Yeah, I'm not there to do that at the first generation. Greedy. She's royal. Haggler. She's royal. Hopeful orphan. She know who her father mother is. She's royal. Oh my god. Jokester. No. Loves fam. Oh, this one could be very, very, very tricky. I know someone would see, oh, this is a positive buff. Loves family. Easily to, have a close connection with their family and to have special topic talk about. But actually, this one is bad. When you don't have family, most case you don't have the family yet. When you don't have the family, it will push you to talk with other people all the time, or you get this debuff called lonely, which cut down 20. It's a huge loss. And they will keep searching for their family. Oh my god. I mean, for some character, for their character, it's good choice, but considering about the test, is just not worth it. Um, Scholarly, she's not a scholar, right? Solitary, be alarmed. There is going to have tons of people in your throne room. It's not your own bedroom, it's throne room. It's going to have your servants, your advisors, petitioners, everybody. So it's going to drive her nuts if she's solitary, uncapped. If not for the character, I'm not accept that. I love clean. Wayne. Hmm. You know what? She could be vain. Let's talk about will eat my parents. So it's just to increase your chance to hunting for the giant whale when you sailing out of the sea. But it's not for Monarch. As I said, if you don't go for the hunting of the whale, she will always be angry. Don't choose before you think about it. So vain and fun loving. I mean she's vain, of course, but she's also fun loving because she's too immature to achieving monarchy fun. That's why she got threw out from her original throne room. Hmm. But she's vain. This is hard. I'll go fun loving. Yeah. This is more because she's already entitled, which could represent part of the win, I think. Yeah, yeah, that could work. Okay. Let's see the fatal flaws. As I said, different from the other Sims game with trees, fixture, um, this fatal flaw could be really fatal. In this game, your Sims is easily going to die, so be careful about this. Bloodthirsty, always looking for a fight and never back down from a challenge. That could be her. She's that kind of person. Let's hold. Compulsive gambler. Um, yeah, you need to keep gambling. I don't think that's good choice when we just began with only 12,500 cinnamon to build up the country, right? Cowardly. Trust me, don't choose a coward monarch. It's just going if you have the right to choose it, don't choose it. It's just going to be the worst. Um Cruel. Yeah, she could be cruel. They often feel the need to win their rage on others' sins. Yeah, that's her. The difference between bloodthirsty and cruel, I guess, is bloodthirsty is more like for a fight, but cruel is more like a temper thing. They throw tempers on other people means if you being rude or mean could also solve the problem. So yeah, there's a minor difference. Um, cursed. Oh, I know that one. It's like when you wake up on the bed, you got a debuff. It's not that bad. But if for when you're beginning, there's like when you finish the task, their chance to success or unsuccess, it could be fatal. And she's not cursed. The mainly reason is that she's not cursed. Drunkard. Need to keep drinking. She's not fool. She's not fool. She's actually way too smart. Glutton. This game have the first downside is that if you get fat, it's going to be super hard or impossible to lose weight again. So be careful about this one. Jill, the enemy, she can't be that because she's already entitled. She's part of the, high level person. So yeah, there's conflict between the different trees in this game. It's been carefully designed. Hebrews. Yeah, that could be her. That's definitely gonna be her. But let's see other. Insecure. It means you are going to get tons of debuff from socializing. Insomniac. No. Everyone who have been insomniac in the life will say no. Licentious. Yeah, in this game because back in medieval time, just easy to get children. So we have to be very careful about this because once you get pregnant, it's going to be a huge bump for your career. Like talking nowadays, right? It's the same thing. So even though she's licentious, I will say no. I guess. Misanthrope. I I don't think. Like I said, there is going to be ton of people in the palace in the throne room. Morose are rarely in good mood. That must be super challenging. She's not morose, she's just spoiled. So yeah, I guess no. Punning any monarch. Don't choose this one. It's just going to increase the lose rate of your sword fight, and sometimes when you lose a sword fight, you could die. Directly die. Don't choose this. That's why it called fatal flaws. Uncouth. She's not uncouth. She's royal born. Weak constitution, as I said before. Yeah, so this one I'm going to go. I'm thinking either being cruel or helpless. But remember, we didn't choose a wing one. So I guess I'm going to do this one to cooperate with the wing feature we didn't choose. So yeah, that's her. That's her. Okay. So let's go. We need to choose her. The outlooking. I'm not going to spend big time on this, but like I said, this game is actually have quite decent amount of customization. So the hat is also based on different career, but there's lots of option. Like if you choose a doctor, there will have no tiara or crown selection in your palette. But we are doing monarch here, so she got choice of tiara, some leaf, tiara, and I like this one. And the hairstyle is so medieval too. I like this one. I think it looks great. And also, of course, this one is also better than The Sims 4 because you can customize the outlooking as in The Sims 3, but not as that complicated. It's just to cut down the texture part, which is actually better, the texture is just, I feel it's too hard for most people. I'm a designer, but for most people it's really hard to cooperate with so many selection of texture. So this one is just in the right amount of the color. Not just change the color of the crown, but we can also actually change the color of the hair, base hair and highlights and accessory. Like you can change this into golden color. This actually not looking bad, right? And of course you got the color wheel too. So the swatches and the color wheel is, I think, it's just the right amount to choose from. And you have different styles to choose from. Like this one is like elf, I guess. It does look like elfin. And this one is like wizard queen, sorceress queen. Yeah, but this doesn't look like Napoleon head, which technically not in the medieval, but it does looks great, right? Yeah, and this crown, I just feel like it's really medieval, but it looks like a good queen, not a spoiled queen. This mask is definitely not medieval, but it's just looking great, isn't it? Okay, we'll choose this one. I just love this hairstyle. It's definitely medieval. And of course, you get other hairstyle to choose from, like this one is looking pretty too. This one also pretty. I also like this one. That one is good too. But yeah, and this one, it looks great. But let's go for the crown for the monarch. Other people can't wear a crown, so why bother? We definitely have her crown on her head all the time. That's the purpose of this game. Choose the eyebrow, I guess not this time because I'm using an old model I built up. So of course you have your choice to choose a head or customize in detail. Actually, you can choose in the, like, make the ear pointy or not, ear size, ear rotation. It's quite in detail. You can see not in the same for, I know some people prefer to drag that thing to be more directly, but I always prefer the bar because it could be more, I don't know, standardized. Because dragging is like, I don't know where I stopped, you know? And sometimes it looks right from one aspect and wrong in another. So I always spend too much time on dragging around. So yeah, I feel like if like in this, it's just in the correct amount to adjust, you know? Okay, I know I said I'm not going to make the huge change, but okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. I'm really moving on. Okay, I love this purple color, and I think it's just a look good on her. So, but for eyes, you could choose different eye color, and you could choose change color all the time, all of them. Thinking. In The Sims 4, you can only choose from those swatches, and now you can choose everything, as in The Sims 3, but not that complicated. Yeah, eyes, I'm not going to change it, but as I said, you got those small different parts to really change in the details, and you also got this general thing to change. Don't worry about it. The Sims cover you all. It's a Sims game. it's not going to be weak in customization. So you also got your makeup. All the makeup is color changeable. So originally it's only got one default is like this parrot color, but you can choose like red, blue, purple, everything, green, yeah, everything. And it got different styles of eyeliner too, and the color. You can choose this one, that one, the dark parrot one. These just remind me of Jack Sparrow. Sorry. But yeah. I mean, this looks fancy. But yeah, let's go medieval. Plain. Yeah, and you have blush, changeable, color changeable, lipstick, color is changeable, everything. Pink looks. Okay, I'm not. I'm not. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, actually, you can change age in here. She should be the middle age right now. Yeah, have some wrinkles. That should be totally natural. You know, she should be younger than the middle age, but she's there. Face of the details mean that if you are going to have more blush or more spots on your skin, she's royal, so I'm just going to pick the middle because back in the medieval time, your makeup skill is going to be limited. Your skin is not going to look perfect, but she's royal. She had a better life, so she definitely going to looking better than the peasant under the sun. But still, she should got some spots and blushes on her face. I think that will be alright. Yeah, face detail just a little bit lesser. Um, so after we choose all of the face, we are coming to the big part to choose clothes. I know guys usually doesn't feel very patient or some of the girl doesn't feel very patient about choosing clothes. So this time we are going to only have limited selection. Actually, I'm not that patient to choose clothes. I always hate the upper and down part to combine them together. It takes tons of time. I never do that. I always go the full set. So now we only have the full set, which is very natural because in medieval time, people usually wearing full sets, not separate. But we got this selection for monarch only. We can review those dresses and see this. No, no, this is more like a princess. Uh, barbarian queen, as I said. Uh, this dress just doesn't feel like very expensive.
Huh?
It looks like,
Oh,
oh,
really?
this one is, the shape is not bad, but it's just doesn't feel like a queen. Yeah, I think this is more like a for elf, for ceiling. I mean, this one looks gorgeous. It's just a little bit far away from what I'm aiming for because we are going to build the fascinating, beautiful palace, and this isn't just not correlate with the palace I'm imagining. So, to content, I mean, to content, this looks definitely beautiful. I mean, you can see the effort EA was putting there. It's definitely not going to be a test version, just a test version for the Sim 3. I dare say they did put some effort trying to test some new features they are going to use in the Sim 3 in here, but this one is not just a test version. Look at that dress. I mean, Sims 4 doesn't have a dress looks like that. Oh my gosh. And you can choose color. As I said, you can change the texture here, but which makes it even simpler for player to get adapted to rather than, Sim 3 have different texture. But look at this dress. We'll change the color, this blue, changing, red. It's just gorgeous. Yes. But, I mean, it's not for a daily dress, I feel like. It's still gorgeous. So originally we had this one. It's more like a princess. As I said, this feature was built for her daughter, not her. So yeah, but look at the dress. It's just beautiful, simply beautiful. It's definitely not a test version. Uh, too fake, in my view. Oh, this is actually the dress for the town crier. I don't know why it's here. I mean, because it looks fabulous, maybe, but it's for the town crier, the NPC. We are not going to use this. And you can see how good they are making. The bee figure is actually get muscles. You can see the muscles. They are not hiding this. So this is for the elf, I guess. This, see how beautiful, so oriental, like Osman Empire. It just looks so wonderful. It's not a test version. See, I mean, we are not going to build an Osman Empire palace now because I've already gave her an English name. Um, but yeah, look at that. This style is definitely not medieval, but it looks gorgeous. Maybe it's close to medieval times. So from after Roman Empire is gone and to where Renaissance began. That's where the medieval is, and they're just small countries have their clothes. But see these details, jewelry on the back. It's just simply gorgeous, and apparently the Maxis did their work on research. I mean, I've been playing lots of so-called medieval background game. It doesn't have anything closer to that. Every time I play them, I think about the Sims medieval customization. Seriously, this is a princess. Looks at this jewelry detail. Oh my gosh, that's so medieval. Yeah, that's for the elf and to content for me. Yeah, this is not medieval, but look at this dress. Look at this mesh being made. And you can change the color. It's simply beautiful. Too exposed for the king. Uh, too bad for queen. Looks gorgeous, but a little bit. I don't know. It feels like she's a good queen. You know, even though we change the color, she's a good queen. This is definitely beautiful, but not quite like a queen. It's not corporate right with the crown at her head, but yeah, you know what I mean, right? Yeah, still not corporate right with the crown, but still look at the dress. That's definitely for the evil wizard, the sorceress, the queen. But yeah, it looks like those, PvP game. League of Legends, right? That's for the, Harlequin, the crown, court crown. I love this one, definitely. This is the medieval style. What I'm talking about. In the medieval time, people actually wearing this gown, uh, which made by fabulous fabric to show your wealth. But they are gown. They are not like corset or anything. No, not like that. It's more freestyle like this. Yeah, that's what I'm. Red is. I prefer either green or blue. I feel like I'm more into the blue. How about we change into a royal purple? I'll just give you a direct shot. As I said, I'm not planning to spend too much time on this. So, let's see. Or are we just to go from the swatches? That's too light. I don't know. I feel I'm already got the right amount of purple here. So that's definitely teal purple. But it's not working with the golden color. Yeah. I'll guess we just stay with the blue. This blue is already been beautiful. The green is not bad. It's not bad at all. But I feel the blue makes her more stand out than the green. So I'll go with the blue. This just looks gorgeous and medieval. Good research. And then you got these edges from the make, which is just a monarchy. Okay, we got everything. Look at this! Look at this small portrait. I remember in the interviews they said they want to give this game a feeling of medieval by creating the oil painting feeling. They get it. Look at it. It's just like a medieval portrait. And look at the texture. It's just like oil painting. Her face, her hair is like oil painting. I think they did a wonderful job. Yeah, let's have this one. Or Queen Xelluno flooring. Accept. Okay, so now we had our queen. As I said, when we began, because we choose a non-furnished throne room, we are going to build everything by ourselves. Means we purchase everything by ourselves. This series of video is going to be highly content by furnishing. If you love furnishing, you are going to love this channel. And if you love RPG, you are going to love this channel too. If you love Generation Challenge, I believe I can tell you this is going to be brand new for any Generation Challenge you've ever seen. So I guess I'll just give a brief introduction about the quest and then we'll stop for today. Because I believe I've been talked too much through the customization, but yeah, let's take a break. But let me give you basic quest introduction to you and you can understand how this is going to work in next. So the difference between this game and the other Sims game is that you are no longer living freely. You have to live by those quests. And as you can see, we have available QP quest point. I used to purchase quest for your heroes. Choose wisely because they are only a limited amount, 50 points. Given per ambition, we have to build all 13 buildings before we spending all of the 50 points. As you can see, each quest have different consume of quest points. So longer, bigger, uh, crest with higher income and a higher experience, higher reward is going to cost more, and the smaller crest with smaller rewards is going to have smaller costs. So we are definitely aiming on these first steps because it's said expires in two quests. We are going to finish this one on the next episode. So yeah, if you build it, we all know they will come. So see you next time. See you next time in this channel. Why play the Sims 4? Let's play Generations in the Sims Medieval. See you next time.